Hi, I'm Sherry, and I'm a software developer. I specialize in web development. Um, I decided to sign up for PDI, especially before going into PDM, because even though I had learned Python, and I would say at a novice level, I still felt that I wasn't able to think Pythonically. So what I mean is being able to problem solve, to actually structure my Python code and 100% understand the building blocks going forward. So I spend a lot of hours, what I call rabbit holes, basically just, Google searching, and then I would always take a top-down approach. So I would spend hours trying to search for a problem and try different things when actually it was something so simple that I wasted precious hours just Googling everywhere, trying to search, Stack Overflow, you name it. So Bob was my coach during PDI, who's Bob Belderboss, who's one of the co-founders of PyBites. Early on, he was able to tailor make the PDI program for me, so where I wasn't a complete beginner and I understood a lot of the concepts, he was able to basically coach me and tailor make it suited for my needs. So basically learning the building blocks from the ground up, thinking in a bottom-up approach rather than top-down, eliminating the countless rabbit holes of 8-9 hours trying to look for a solution that's actually quite simple. When it came to Git, I had never quite wrapped my brain around Git, and a lot of it is because I kind of moved over to the VS Code GUI section, and I was unable to really truly wrap my head around what I was doing. So when it came to hackathons, it was always a little extra stressful for me, going, okay, merge, creating branches, deleting branches, oh yeah, I have to fetch, should I pull, should I, push, pull, all of these things. The Git portion of the PDI program is invaluable. I never understood it until I went through that. And Bob actually got me working in the command line pretty much right away, which sometimes can be a scary place. So I'm happy to say that now I actually use Git strictly in the command line. I'm very comfortable with it, and because I did it in the command line, I was actually able to understand it completely. So the 6 weeks that I spent on the PDI program really brought me back to basics, but I was able to move forward with a much more clear vision and being able to code in Python and use various tools to be able to make it easier. And I actually understand what I'm doing. So I would suggest, even if you're a novice, and you've been through a lot of tutorials, or even studied at a boot camp or at a school, and you have Python down but you're not exactly comfortable with it, don't hesitate to go into the PDM program. The things that I were able to learn and what I'm able to achieve now can only be because of coaching. It's just the being able to personalize that coaching and tailor make it. So with PDI, if you're a beginner, I wished this type of program was available when I was beginning Python, just because of these solid building blocks that you're going to build, and that you have a coach that's actually coaching you. And the mindset part of it, Julie and Zakira, the other co-founder of PieBytes, provides it's a video, but it's a video, I think it's about 10 minutes long, but it's the best video I've ever watched. The imposter syndrome tends to really, 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 really just, it really brings you down. It can sabotage you in so many ways, and not just with coding. So that is also a part of the PDI program. And like I said, it's the best 10-minute video I've ever watched. Also, the productivity course, which was available before as a standalone. I have ADHD. I could never really get a schedule going for myself. And if I did, I'd spend too much time. Then I'd catch up. I'd be all over the place. What do I focus on? I needed to have focus even with my coding, because I go everywhere, all over the place. With the productivity course, I was able to, and it's so simple, but there's no expensive apps to buy. It's just really, really, really helped me to focus on not just my coding, but everyday life. I can actually say, and it sounds like a cliche or dramatic, but it's actually true, that the PDI program has changed my life for the better. Just the 6 weeks was able to take me from a developer with pretty much no direction, just flailing around, piecing things together, unorganized, not self-confident, to somebody who can actually be productive, who has a solid foundation, and I'm able to have the confidence and the mindset to be able to go further. The last thing especially is the problem solving. I now spend on average 15 to 20 minutes tops, and I'll start from the bottom up. So I know what to look for when it comes to checking my code. And over the past few days especially, it's so many aha moments of, oh wow, I actually fixed that. And I didn't go into this long 8-hour long, rabbit hole maze, whatever you want to call it. So it was really, 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 it's so invaluable that, it's hard to describe. The advice I would give to beginners is, this is the program you want to start with. Like I said, I wished it had existed when I started Python. To the novices out there, or people who have been coding Python for maybe a year or 2 years, especially if you're self-taught, or you don't really feel overly confident understanding every single thing that you're doing, don't let the PDI, beginner part, fool you, because it's actually for novices as well. You can take that 6-week program, speak to your coach about it, and tell them, hey, I know this and this, but I'm really struggling with these things. There will be a complete program tailored for you. Also, you can get a hold of your coach pretty much at any time. There is in GitHub, in issues, is set up for you that will allow you to be able to get a hold of your coach, type a message. We also, now there's also the Circle community, which is also invaluable. So even for those of you watching this that have not, are just considering, or not sure about Python, or not sure about taking PDI or even PDM, join the Circle community. Just join it. You will see the type of support and the community that we actually have in there. And I say we because PieBytes has become a family. So don't hesitate. I highly recommend PDI to anybody who's looking at learning Python, or somebody who has learned Python but just want to get a little stronger before really taking it to the next level with PDM.